Creating the collar, what I'm going to do is do a collar stand, and to do the collar stand I'm going to use that line to do that. If I click onto that line, you will notice that I've got an anchor point in the center front, which I need, but my collar stand goes from the overlap all the way up to the neck shoulder junction. So what I'm going to do now is select that anchor point, and as we did before, edit copy and paste in front or paste in place, which is that one. We'll just paste in front. Let me change the color so it's easier for you to see. I've brought the stroke to the front and I'll change the stroke color. Pen tool. I'm actually going to go, you can go either way. You can come from the center front, so clicking onto or from the overlap, clicking onto there. I'll bring it up to about there and start to add some shape. So what I'm doing, you can see I'm being quite careful about how I'm dragging that, because I don't want this handle to go beyond that edge too much, because then it'll start to distort the shape. So I've just come to there, and now I'll come up to the side neck. I can just click once and close the shape, and if you want to, you can just change that shape a little by dragging the handle out on the left hand side and just dragging that a little bit into place. If you don't want to have very sharp corners on anything, what you can do is go to your stroke panel, show options, and in the options you can bevel the join. So you see how it actually took that sharp corner away. So there my collar stand is. I'll just select it and go to default, fill in stroke, and now I'm ready to draw my collar fall. I'm going to do that with red as well, and I'm using my collar stand as a guide. So if you remember, I put in an anchor point over there. I'm going to use that anchor point as the guide for where my collar fall comes from. So pen tool. Now, do you see when I rest my mouse on that anchor point, it's not the symbol that comes up next to the pen tool is actually a star. This means that I'm not going to add an anchor point to this line. It means I'm going to start drawing a brand new line. So click. I quite like starting with the collar fall and how long it will be. You can click once, but still keep your mouse button held down. So now I've actually clicked, kept the mouse button down, held it and dragged to create that little bit of shaping. I click back into that anchor point to get rid of that handle. So you see the upside down V above the shape of that collar fall, and then back down to there, holding your mouse down. So once you click, keep the mouse held down and start to drag to create a little bit of shape in the line you've just drawn. And then I'm just going to edit that a little bit. Default fill in stroke.